Now, fellow Kenyans, before we talk about what I would like us to talk about, I want us to listen to somebody by the name of Aden Duale. Aden Duale is trying to tell us that Aisha Juma did not know how to read. So it means that he is trying to tell us that William Ruto took people who didn't know how to read. People wale watu ambao hawajielewi kabisa. Those are the people that William Ruto was using as his CSS. So I've listened to this statement, nikakuwa surprised so much. That why would you say such a thing? That William Ruto, that Aisha Juma didn't know how to read. Yet she was in the cabinet of William Ruto. You are with her in the same cabinet that in fact she was chosen. She was one of the people that was proposed by William Ruto to be in his cabinet. So inamaanisha kwamba hao watu wote wenye nafanya kazi kwa cabinet ya William Ruto, they know nothing. They completely know nothing, and they are so much dumb. That is why the government is full of incompetent people. Can you listen to Aden Duale?
Na mkiticho na ule dada wenu, niliona dada yenu mmoja amepotea njia. Ule mama mimi ndio nimekaa naye cabinet. Mahali alikuwa anakaa, mimi nilikuwa jirani yake katika ile cabinet. Sasa Hassan Alijo na Mvuri ndio tuko jirani. Ile cabinet inapangwa viti hivi. Ule alikuwa katika cabinet, hata kusoma cabinet paper ilikuwa ni shida. Mimi ndio kwa namsaidia kumsoma. I used to help her to read the cabinet paper for her. Na anashinda ku-explain, mimi ndio namsaidia. Nilikuwa naona aibu sana, mama jirani wako chairman rais akisema sema hiyo cabinet paper anashindwa. Sasa wewe unaona kuungana na Kalonzo alikuwa vice president.
Now, fellow Kenyans, I would like to start after that by saying this, that please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well, like you can share, drop me your comment in the comment section, tell me what you think and where exactly you're watching this video from. Let's talk. I would like to say this, that I know very well that as a parent or as a leader, you have all it takes to make sure that your kids and everybody surrounding you or everybody around you gets it right. But I don't see a point of you trying to use your kids to pass information, or maybe you're using your kids to insult others. I'm saying this because of what I want us to talk about. George Ruto, that is William Arap Samoei Ruto's son, decided to launch an attack on Uhuru Kenyatta. Remember, William Ruto attacked Uhuru Kenyatta when he was in Eldoret. And then immediately after that, George Ruto decided to launch another attack on Uhuru Kenyatta. So when I was reading this, when I met this, I was like, so why is it that George Ruto would decide now to attack Uhuru Kenyatta? What is it that Uhuru Kenyatta has done to this family to a point that everybody is attacking? Yani kila mmoja ni kumpiga hapa na pale, kila mmoja na muattack. What is the problem? What has happened? What is going on? Or what could have been the problem? I want to read for you a statement that was made by George Ruto here. And he talked about a lot of things. Let me just read it, and then after that, we'll discuss them bit by bit. This is what George Ruto said. That let's agree that voters are the problem we have in this country. They vote with emotions. And if you see those Azimio teaming up to destroy William Ruto in 2027, it is not because they care about Mwananchi. It is about themselves. Gachagua said during the inauguration that they found empty coffers and dilapidated economy, and that Ruto started from scratch. A few days after being sworn into office, Gachagua went ahead and told Kenyans that the petition was just an excuse they created to steal money. Today, Gachagua is a hero to many because he is a truthful man when insulting William Ruto. However, when we bring up what he said about Uhuru stealing money and driving the economy to a shutdown, people get angry. What does that tell you? They pretend to love this country, but deep down it is about protecting their interest. Since I am an adult, I will speak my mind without fear. I respect Uhuru Kenyatta, but he is also not a good person. If he did all the things Gachagua said, it seems his heart is still in denial that William Ruto is the president. If he's still teaming up with the same Gachagua who said that he stole money and destroyed this country, he is definitely forming a coalition to destroy Kenya even more. Gachagua is truthful and never lies. Uhuru destroyed the country completely, and William Ruto is working day and night to fix Uhuru's mess. Azimio is a regrouping of people who want to destroy this country. Lastly, before you throw tantrums in my comment section, please use common sense and listen to every word Gachagua said about Uhuru destroying the economy. If you continue to argue, you are one of the emotional voter. Now, that is the statement that the son of the president wrote on his Twitter account. I just met it on his Twitter account, and when I was reading it, I was like, okay, we all need to talk about this. Kenyans also need to listen to what the son of the president is saying. And McHugh, I think we can discuss this statement, or we can discuss what he's saying, because somehow it is affecting us, or it is something that is involving all of us. Now, remember when Rigathi Gachagua was talking after their inauguration? Gachagua messed up by saying that they found empty coffers. Okay, after that, there were a lot of questions that were asked. And one of the very first questions was this: that while you are talking about finding empty coffers, what were you expecting? Were you expecting to find the coffers with a lot of money? And then another questions that people ask were this. Some people asked this question, that now you are telling us that you found empty coffers. Suppose those coffers had money, would you have told us? Ungetuambia kwamba tumepata pesa flani. I don't think if you could have told us that maybe there was money, tulipata pesa flani. Right now, not that I'm supporting what the son of William Ruto is saying. I'm just here because of, all of us. I'm just here at this point of, suppose Rigathi Gachagua didn't say anything about coffers. Suppose Rigathi Gachagua never spoke ill about the president, of the former president. Hao watu walipata nafasi wapi ya kumpiga? Because okay, what is happening here is, let me just read for you this. What is happening here is that this man is trying to attack Uhuru Kenyatta. Remember, his father attacked Uhuru Kenyatta yesterday. So he's also trying to say something about Uhuru Kenyatta. He's saying that when we bring up what he said about, okay, he's saying that since I am an adult, I will speak my mind without fear. I respect Uhuru Kenyatta, but he is also not a good person. That statement alone tells you much about how this man or how this boy views Uhuru Kenyatta. That one, that he is not a good person. You get it? That statement of he is not a good person. Do we need to, okay, how is a good person supposed to behave? Or is it, that is why I said yesterday, if you watched one of the videos yesterday that I did, I said very well that if Uhuru Kenyatta was wise, Uhuru Kenyatta would have avoided politics. Because you see, the more he gets himself into these politics, the more our watu wanamuona ni kana kwamba is never serious. He's supposed to avoid politics. Achana hizi politics hao watu kabisa. Let him mind his business and do his own things, because at the end of the day he still has his dignity as the former president. Mimi sioni ni kwa nini hao watu wanashinda wakiattack Uhuru Kenyatta. By the way, I don't see the reasons why these people keeps on attacking Uhuru Kenyatta. Why would you attack a man who is not even has no business with you? As far as I'm concerned, Uhuru Kenyatta hana shida na watu, lakini shida ni hao watu ndio wanamfuata. So when you are saying, when you are talking about this and you are the son of the president, you are saying that Uhuru, if he did all the things Gachagua said, it seems his heart is still in denial that William Ruto is the president. You know what? Nobody's heart is in denial that William Ruto is the president. In fact, nobody is denying that fact. It is 4 years. Your father has been in politics, in government. What has he done to prove to us that he's worthy? What has he done to prove to us that indeed he really need more time? You know, kama kuna kitu ambacho angekuwa amefanya mzuri sana, hiyo tungekubali, ungesema kwamba yenyewe huyu jamaa amefanya kazi. Lakini hakuna chochote ambacho amekifanya kizuri yenye tunaweza tukafurahia. Okay, what is it that we can be happy about? Nini ambacho tunaweza tukafurahia tuseme kwamba yenyewe Ruto amefanya kazi moja mbili, babako amefanya kazi moja mbili tatu? Is there anything that we can be happy about? I don't think if there is anything that we can be happy, we can be happy na tuseme kwamba Ruto amefanya hii na hii. I don't think if there is any. So hii mambo I think tunafaa kuachana nayo. Baba yako yes ni rais. Avoid Uhuru Kenyatta. Just avoid him. Do your businesses the way you want to do them. Nobody bothers, nobody cares. But avoid the president. Avoid the former president. I didn't see, you know what is funny is that I didn't see the children of Uhuru Kenyatta meddling into politics. I never saw them. Yes, they were there, but I never saw the children of Uhuru Kenyatta being in politics, talking about politics. Na si ati kwamba hawajasoma. Si ati hawajasoma. The kids of Uhuru Kenyatta are learned, but they never engage themselves in politics. Hata mna politics, hata they were never there. Lakini hawa mwingine ameoleka Tanzania. You saw the way she was hovering around, like, you know, she's the youth leader, you know, she wants to take over a lot of things. They just had a lot of drama here and there, a lot of drama. You get it? A lot of drama. I really don't understand. They had a lot of drama going on. Sasa tumebaki na huyu mwingine mmoja hapa. Huyu anyway, fellow Kenyans, I would like to know what you think at the comment section, because, you know, sometimes we listen, sometimes we read these things, or we talk about these issues, and we're like, so if George Ruto is telling us that let's agree that voters are the problem we have in this country, they vote with emotions, and if you see there's Azimio teaming up to destroy William Ruto in 2027, it is not because they care about Mwananchi, it is about themselves. Does your father care about this country, or he cares about himself, or he cares about what he's getting? A direct question. Your father is the president of this country. You want to tell us that what is it that he's interested in, or what is it that he cares about? Tuambie tu kwamba okay, my father cares about 1, 2, 3 things. Yes, we'll agree, we will accept. Lakini you can't just run up, you can't just rant around blaming Gachagua, blaming Uhuru Kenyatta, telling them to avoid your father, telling them that they should respect your father. Respect is earned, is not given. If your father cannot respect the fact that he's the president of this country and move this country the way is expected, don't expect anybody to respect your father. I don't see any point of you telling people to respect your father, because I know that nobody is going to do that. If your father cannot reciprocate the respect, then forget about that. Completely forget about it. Forget about that. Wewe sahau. Yes, Gachagua told us that they found empty coffers, in which hata sijui nani alimuuliza kwamba we found the empty coffers. But should we dwell there? Should we be dwelling there? Ya kwamba Gachagua said this, Gachagua said this. Now you're blaming Uhuru Kenyatta because Uhuru Kenyatta. Anyway, fellow Kenyans, I would like to know what you think at the comment section, because personally, I think that there is a problem somewhere, and that problem can only be solved by Kenyans. This family thinks that they are the first people to be in leadership, and I think wanadhania kwamba wao ndio mtu wa kwanza kuwa rais, so ndio maana wanaweza kufanya ya mambo ambayo wanayafanya. Let me know what you think and let's meet in the next video if it is possible.